This is the TCC Medius with a USB 3.0 connection. For external hard drive, support up to 10 terabytes. Hi guys, I am Alexander. Big shout out to my fans, my family and friends. Why not subscribe to my channel also for more upcoming content when they are posted. Today I will be looking at storage device that you can add to your computer. As a YouTube contender, I have a lot of footage that may not be used in some of the time, but you do not want to throw them away. Where do you store them? Cloud is not that facilitates for everything. You have your private life that you wanted to store or hide away. Why not store them somewhere where you can remove them or retrieve them very quickly? Storage device is such a convenient and an impact tool. Why not invest in a storage device like this one from TCC Medius? You can pick up one from Amazon for less than $50. That's in US dollars, and it would come in very handy. But what is inside of the box, and what do you really get for your $50? Coming up. Inside the box we have our standard manual, and for our little device just going to be for our storage, we have a nice thick manual. Don't know why, but it's quite a thick manual with good legible writings and also pictures. And as usual, a thank you card. We have ourselves 5 spare screws, and I suspect these screws are for to tighten the hard drive inside. This is the casing, and we also have ourselves a nice little star point screwdriver. A smaller box in the bigger box, and inside here is the wire and attachments. We have our standard wall plug for your 220 or your 110. A USB 3.0 card. And the device itself. TCC microbus casing is made of plastic, and the bottom there's a air vent, the screw hole for the hard drive, and some plastic feet that can simply pop out like these. And behind them there are some more screws, and there are 4 of them. On the front, the USB 3.0, a hand and a half button, and a fan, and a AC plug. Now, this is supposed to be a fan, but there's no fan inside. I would suspect it's just a vent and a stylish look like a fan. Why would it be a fan in the front and the hard drive is in this housing? To open the housing, simple, push down and the clip will remove just like that, and you pull back and pull up, and it simply attach from the casing. In the casing you can see the connection for the hard drive. And speaking of hard drive, this thing supports up to 10 terabytes. That's what the manufacturer specification, but I doubt this can support 10 terabytes. Judging from the looks and it feels, Here I have two hard drives. I'm still doing old school. There are two metal drives. Nowadays we have plastic drive. It would be better to be using plastic drive, give you a much faster and much cooler presentation or work. Solid drive still work, just that they are slower. But with this drive or with this device, it will speed up the process. The device can be used two drive, smaller one or the bigger one. You just simply pop it in like this. And there we go. It's attached. For the smaller one, you would screw those spare screws that you get in the bag, you would screw one in here if you were using a smaller drive. For me, I will be using this 2 terabyte metal drive. So you simple line up and it's fit, snag me and ready to be screwed in. To put by the housing, simple. Find that groove. Once the groove is fine, it will select itself and you can hear it. And you just push up and it locks. It's not going anywhere. You don't even have to screw down the metal drive because it already holds. But for safety, you don't take chance with your data because you do not want to lose them. So you screw down the drive to make sure it's in place. Remember now, don't screw it down too tight because this thing is plastic and you do not want to damage it on the first try. And now your metal drive is secure and in place and ready to go to your laptop, your TV or any kind of device you wish to use this on. One thing I find out that these little feet keep falling out. So these will be definitely lost. So now to put the power on the USB port and connect it and see what we. So this is my setup over here. This is my station or my office, my workspace. Any one of those names that you want to call it, but this is a 3.0 USB cable both sides. I will plug in that side into the computer port on my desk, and this side is the plug for your choice of electricity. I'll be using 110. Now this is the device itself. I'll be plugged in. First, let's check that the power is half. Remember, always safety first in everything you do. Once it involves any kind of electricity. So the power is off. Then we now plug the current card in. And also we will plug the data wire in. And then we power it up. Once it powered up, you can see those two little lights. One is for powered and one is to show that the hard drive is running. So that blue one that's flashing show that the hard drive is running, and in the background you can see on the screen it popped up. Now this drive is already formatted and have all my data and all my stuff. So the drive come up on here. So you can see the drive come up on my computer, and I already format this in 4 separate compartments for use for my own personal space. This drive I'll be using to store YouTube contents and for hard drive and hardwares that I have, and for some additional stuff that I use on my daily basis. And so if you ask me, it is a very good buy. Go out and get yourself one on Amazon. They are less than $50 for one. It is worthy to have to store your data and all your contents. I am Alexander. Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos.